Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
Carr now on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and inches.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. We're scoreless after one.
No score.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's David Arnett kicking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on down. but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
On second down, Prescott again. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He fouls his target, it's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to let it go again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar, 92 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections, and they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. To this point, the results have not good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as he's the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we come upon halftime. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Raiders pick it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Richard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas Dallas gets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs fighting ahead at the 15. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
In trouble, and he's taken down. Malik Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, but the pressure gets to him again. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough offensive line.